Player Spotlight Award, given to the player who is so meaningful to their team that we have to talk about them on game night. For the boys, it's Hillsdale's Brady Kirschbaum. The 6'6" senior was a double-double machine who also protected the paint with nearly 3 blocks per game, leading his team to 16 wins and the number 3 seed in the district. And for the ladies, we're going with Centerburg's Kayla Larimore. The projected KMAC Player of the Year has her squad in the district championship, averaging nearly 22 points and 6 rebounds per game for a 20-win team and a league runner-up. The Slender Man Award, given to a thin, unnaturally tall human who terrorizes others with his shot-blocking ability. Congratulations to St. Paul's Nolan McCall. His Flyers won the Firelands Conference Championship behind the strength of his spine-chilling defense, blocking better than 3 shots per game, including some massive rejections over the last month of the season, where his Flyers have now won 10 consecutive games. High Flyer Award, presented to the athlete who showed off the most bounce on the court this season. I'm going with 2 winners this season. Mansfield Christian sophomore Davian Mack, who has been described as a human pogo stick, has been responsible for Jaws hitting the floor since he arrived at the varsity level last season. And our co-headliner is Braden McCruder of Big Walnut. This powerful center had the size and ability to raise the roof in any setting, smashing home 2-handed dunks in a variety of ways his entire senior season. Best Use of Facial Hair Award, given to the player who exemplifies what a real man should look like both on the court and above his lip. Very few athletes have the courage to wear a caterpillar on their face, which is why Chase Hipp of Western Reserve was the clear choice to take this award. As both a standout on the court, scoring 12 points per game, and on his face with a mustache fit for a king. The Golden Hour Award, rewarded to the top achieving player with the word golden in their mascot name, which narrows it down quite a bit, but worthy recipients nevertheless. This year's winner for the boys is Northmore's Jax Wenger. This gritty guard has battled through injury all season to finish 3rd in the KMAC scoring leaders with just over 18 points per game, and has his Golden Knights eyeing a 3rd consecutive trip to the district finals. Flying her way into the winner's circle in Big Walnut's Sydney Mobley, who has the Golden Eagles just a win away from the regionals, setting a new program record this season for points in a game by scoring 38 for the OCC runners-up. There's no I in Team Award, going to the group that personifies what it means to play as a unit. It's not easy to get a collection of great talent to perform well as a team, but for the fellas, nobody did it better than River Valley's Vikings. Rodney Brown's team won a league championship this season for the first time since 2007, with a balanced scoring attack featuring 4 players at over 9 points per game. The Vikings will try for a 14th straight win when they compete for a sectional crown on Saturday. We're staying in the MOAC for the girls with a team that showcases non-stop energy and substitution patterns. This year's award goes to the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Scott Seller's bunch rotates in 10 players regularly, asking each to empty the tank for just 2 to 3 minute stretches. It's helped push the program to a 20-win season, and they are a big favorite to win a Division V district title. The Glue Guy Award. For the boys, my glue guy is Brock Montgomery of the Upper Sandusky Rams. Brock scoring 13 points per game is important to his team's success. However, just his presence on the floor enhances the Rams' chances of winning. His calm demeanor and focus, which could probably be attributed to his success as an all-state golfer, is what keeps his team focused throughout each game. The Rams will begin tournament play on Thursday when they host Clear Fork. For the girls, my glue gal is Mel Blueball of the Clear Fork Colts. Mel has done it all this year for the Colts, averaging 19 points per game, along with dishing out 3 assists and adding in 4 steals per game. She is also one of the best 3-point shooters in the area on a Clear Fork team that has several outstanding 3-point shooters. The Colts are 20-3 on the season, and began district tournament play tonight. Outstanding Team Awards. On the boys' side, there are two teams that stood out in our coverage this season. First is somewhat of an old school team in the Colonel Crawford Eagles under head coach David Sheldon. David has established a tradition of winning at Colonel Crawford with an old school post game of the DeGray brothers, Payne and John. These two post players both shoot over 70% from the floor, and their size and strength inside pose a lot of problems for their opponents, both offensively and defensively. Combine that with an outstanding point guard in Braden Holt, who is one of the best in the area, along with several players who can really shoot the three, the Eagles are a very balanced team offensively. Not going unnoticed is their ability to defend, as they only give up 38 points per game. This team has won 21 straight, and we hope that string continues over the next few weeks. My second team for the boys that needs to be recognized is the River Valley Vikings under coach Rodney Brown. The Vikings might be considered a more modern style team as they play with a great flow offensively. They have 4 players who average double figures: Chase Smith, Carter Myers, Sawyer Weston, and Chase Ebert. The team averages 65 points per game and shoot 52% from 2-point range, 37% beyond the arc, and almost 70% from the free throw line. As a team, they average almost 18 assists per game. However, don't be deceived, as they are just as good defensively, as they only give up 46 points per game and average 9 steals. The Vikings are hot as they enter the tournament, as they have won 13 in a row. On the girls' side, the Shelby Whippets have been the model of consistency. Coach Natalie Lance's team won its 6th consecutive MOAC championship, as they went 14-0 this season in conference play, and recently won their 21st game of the season with a sectional championship win over Lexington. The Whippets are led by District 6 Player of the Year Eve Schwemley, but also have a balanced attack of veteran seniors behind her. The Whippets will have a district final battle that they hope will go against Bellevue on Saturday. Also, I would like to give recognition to the Clear Fork Colts and Coach Scott Sellers. Coach Sellers looks to be building a program of consistency also, as the Colts recently captured a sectional championship and earned their 20th victory of the season. The Colts are an exciting team to watch, as they like to play a fast pace at the offensive end and will use the three-point shot as a major weapon. Defensively, they love to pressure and trap their opponents and use a lot of fresh bodies to keep that pressure going for 32 minutes. Old School Player Award. On the boys' side, Payne DeGray of the Colonel Crawford Eagles. Payne is a 6'5", strong, old school, low post player who averages 16 points per game, shooting 76% from the field and just under 70% from the free throw line, which is a great improvement from a year ago. He also grabs just under 9 rebounds per game and is also efficient in helping his teammates score, as he averages 2 assists per game. His low post presence, along with his younger brother John, form one of the most formidable post duos in the area. On the girls' side, Grace Walton of the Upper Sandusky Rams. Grace was the Northern 10 Player of the Year again this season, as she averaged 14 points and 3 steals this season. However, the most impressive aspect of her game is her poise. She faced multiple defenses such as box and 1, triangle and 2, being face guarded throughout the game. However, being an old guy like I am, I said she reminded me of John Havlicek, an all-time Celtic great, who had a constant motor and never stopped moving. In all the games I've seen Grace play, she never once allowed an opponent to distract her away from playing the game. And our all-around player awards. On the boys' side, how can you deny Justice Thompson of the Crestview Cougars? Justice has had an outstanding season, as he's the leading scorer this year in Richland County and has been a key to the success of the Crestview Cougars over the past several years. He recently became the school's all-time leading scorer and also eclipsed the 1,500-point mark of scoring in his career. The Cougars begin tournament play on Friday when they host Bucyrus. On the girls' side, Eve Schwemley of the Shelby Whippets. Eve has not only had a great senior year, but she's also had a great career. This year, she averaged 21.5 points per game, which is an improvement of almost 7 points per game from just a year ago. She also averaged 4 assists and 4 steals for the Whippets, who again won the MOAC with a perfect 14-0 record. Shelby is currently 21-2 as they enter district play. And now for our last, probably most important award of the first annual Joe Show Awards, the most overrated coach to win a Grammy. Pretty self-explanatory. This award goes to a talentless, towel-soaking coach who sounds like a member of the Chipmunks when he calls in a play from the sideline. It's, of course, my good friend, David Sheldon. How is this mini-me edged out Beyonce for a Grammy could be the greatest upset in the history of mankind? Congratulations. Sort of.